All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 12. All right. We're resolving and probably moving into a huge new portion of Blake and Yang's arc. As it's going to be together.
Right.
Probably
and
from here on out.
Because Adam is like...
He's going to lose.
Defeated.
He's going to be defeated. Yes, he as a character is definitely defeated. Like,
oh yeah,
it probably kills him to look at the two of them holding hands. And stuff.
He blew his entire load, and Yang didn't feel a thing. Like,
oh my god.
So, yeah.
And all that being said, you know, joking aside, like this is big if they can nail the talking points, I would say.
Yes, because it's not just defeating Adam. Like,
yes, exactly.
They need to like talk after the fact.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And this is huge. Also, depending on how they decide to have Adam defeated, because there is that waterfall there. So there's a convenient way for him to be defeated
but still get away.
Get away.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. Cordova needs to be also defeated as well.
Yes. Which of the two do you think has the more big dick energy issue?
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Cordovan or Adam?
I don't think you understand what big dick energy is.
Okay, maybe not. But all the times that she starts, talking about how amazing Atlas is, and then Adam with his sword and stuff, like.
Yeah, I think what you mean is which one is compensating for something.
Yeah,
more.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, neither of them have big dick energy.
Okay,
No, they both are compensating a lot. We have a little, spiteful person in a huge mech, and then we have someone else constantly firmly grasping their sword and beating it with pain so that they can release it all in massive spurts of energy. Yeah, they both have a compensation problem.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We're going to find out which one gets absolutely thrashed the most this episode. So without further ado, let's get into this. I think we've seen, like, the other one, the one that was attacking, but the one that was black and red, like, that one seemed different.
Well, and the idea of showing the mechs actually, like, not just be, like, shooting guns and stuff, but actually, like, jumping in.
Martially fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The time is gonna not last. Yeah, you see how Ren and Nora are right there? Like that in some ways is how they can, like, do, like, Bumblebee and then have it be constantly kind of developed further from there onward throughout the volumes.
Yeah.
But that's a decent starting point,
Are we gonna get to see any more of Cinder and Neo this volume?
This volume? I would assume so. Even
if it's not like a point of conflict.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not a point of conflict.
Just sort of like a thing of like when they go to Atlas eventually, it'll like show Cinder and Neo also somehow getting in.
Yeah. Or something else, who knows, yeah.
This just sequence is so great.
You just couldn't keep this rivalry between us, could you, Calavera? You had to ruin fail with you.
Where are they watching from? I guess they have a really big monitor camera.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
What?
Ruby!
Yeah, because...
No, that's coming from the water. That's not good.
Ruby, can you hear me? Are you guys okay?
The way they framed the shot by showing them, like, not paying attention to it.
Right.
But listen, I think I finally found a weakness.
Okay.
We're all ears.
Yeah. Guys!
Wow, your voice peaked there, Ren.
Ordo's cannon rotates and locks in a giant dust cartridge every time she changes attack style.
We noticed.
Right, but her missile launcher doesn't lock in. It pops out. Without her shields, one well-placed shot can detonate the missiles while they're still in the launcher.
Ah,
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Okay.
Oscar, that's brilliant.
So some grenade launcher action.
Make that kind of shot?
Or a sniper rifle.
We'll only get one chance before she catches on. I'd have to be practically staring down the barrel of her cannon.
Well, I
Practically.
got a way to guarantee that.
Okay. I love how this airship constantly comes down, drops people off, picks people up.
Yeah. Are we gonna have this fight be decided by a sniper rifle?
I would love that.
That would be
I would love that.
amazing.
Hey, Gordo!
Oh.
I've got one missile left, and I know exactly where I'm gonna stick it.
Missile, you say? That's a shame, Maria, because I have plenty!
Kekakutori. Why isn't Ruby ready for that?
The best approach is simply the most direct.
No! We can never
Sniper
decide
rifles
things with
can-
sniper
yeah,
rifles.
mhm.
Yep.
You thought you could fool me?
Crap. Crap.
That's
That little
bad.
flash in Ruby's eyes. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa. Oh, crap. Her eyes.
No, no, no!
Take control.
You must fly this ship, Oscar.
Yep.
We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash!
The ship is going down.
Yeah.
Awesome. He has to jump out of frame in order to actually transform. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
We're still in one piece.
No, this is Ruby. Different show.
Very clever. But even the smartest apes can't compete with the intellect of man.
Okay. Aww. Maria Calavera.
Slow walk time.
Ah, yeah.
Stop!
I need you to trust me.
Whoa. The look she gave
All right.
before she started talking, just
yeah,
the way she
yeah,
turned
yeah.
and looked.
Mm-hmm.
Surrender for your crimes and accept your punishment.
No.
Hmm?
We're going to Atlas.
Yeah.
Bigger
Yeah.
people have tried to stop us.
Are we going to win this by impassioned speech?
Be on the same side.
We're supposed to use our power to protect people. But you just use yours to look down on everyone.
We didn't want to steal from
Literally.
you. We did it because you gave us no other choice. Now I'm giving you one last chance to stand down and hear us out.
Wow. That's awesome. And it's kind of working. She's
that's
thinking
a
about
shot
it.
right there.
I've heard enough.
Ah, of course.
Oh.
Wait, what are you gonna do? Don't get in the shot yourself.
I mean, your protagonist powers are awesome, but
Oh yeah.
I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking she might do that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
how is that gonna work?
But the raw dust gets locked in!
No way.
She's gonna just get out right
No
before the
way.
explosion, like really quickly. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, dang. Oh, wise. Yes,
Third
wise.
time's a charm.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ruby?
Told ya.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh, and she's got the ship.
Tell me I missed it.
Right is right. Aw.
You knew you couldn't
Okay,
win
okay,
two
okay,
on one
okay.
and one. What makes you so sure you can win now?
I don't have a choice. I have people who actually care about me. And I promised I'd never leave them again.
Nice.
So I'm not
Nice.
dying now.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
she made
okay.
a promise to me once that she'd always be at my side. And look how well she's kept it.
Did she make that promise to you? Or to the person you were pretending to be?
Oh,
I mean,
So it just wasn't good enough for you.
oh my
Well,
God!
clearly
Adam.
not.
Wow.
No, it's so much more than that.
I know you've made your choice. And I've made mine.
at least he's sticking to his guns.
Ah! All right. Yes. Here we go. 2 on 1. Finish. Flanking. Yes. Ah. All right. Nice. Yeah. Oh, this is fast. Okay. Careful.
That's dangerous.
That's very dangerous. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh! Crap. Okay.
That's bad.
Moment of truth, Yang. Do you think you're faster than you were at Beacon?
Who's the fastest draw?
Oh, dang. Good.
Me neither.
I'm glad it hasn't fully been fixed yet.
Yeah. But she's just noping.
Yep. What? She's been just dodging, man. Okay. Blake's gonna come in when
Yeah.
Adam least expects it. All right.
Hit me already.
Yeah, boxer dodge. Just. Oh! This is good. Okay. Spider cat. Oh, they're going. Oh,
Please tell me she caught it.
She caught it.
Please tell me she caught it.
Yeah! Oh, one big hit. Yeah! Oh!
Now she's got the sword.
Oh, break it over your knee, Egg. You're Super Saiyan now.
Or we could just get like a shot of her like stalking forward with it.
But I'm smarter.
Okay.
Nice.
No!
She throw it to Blake? Oh, no.
Oh! Hey!
Oh, dang. He has no weapon. Oh, my God. Oh! They did it. He's dead. Oh, and they pull it. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Don't. You can't fall in the water and come back later.
No.
Like,
he's gonna die. Those are some good hits. Yeah!
all right.
The world! Fate itself willed that you be double tapped. That crunch was satisfying.
It was very satisfying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm rushing to her side. There's
not
nothing that
gonna
I
break my
won't do for her.
I swear.
Oh.
I know you won't.
That's a 3-volume emotional arc that just ended its first chapter. Like, dang.
And then back to this.
Gravity's
Yep. I would love it if Weiss said that. That would be so perfect.
Everyone on board. We're making a run for it.
What about Yang
Don't be so
Blake?
petty.
Yeah.
Cordova. Cordovan.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course. It's the perfect time.
And the gun is.
Oh, we were right, Jacob. We were right. Do you see that? Oh,
Holy crap!
This is some Leviathan level. Oh, dang.
They're screwed. Okay.
It's a Leviathan. It began its approach during your...
It's a Leviathan. We were right. They actually said it's a Leviathan. We literally said this last week.
Ooh. Okay. Wow.
Oh my gosh. What the heck? Oh, dang. I'm hyped.
Okay.
I'm hyped. We have one episode left. They're gonna lose. Good guys are gonna lose.
Yeah.
There's only one episode.
They don't have the gun, so like if they had the mech's gun, then that'd be perfect.
They would have to like fix it. Like destroy the
how would
dust
they do that
around it.
Maybe Weiss will again be queen and save the day.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think no kaiju mech battle now, you know.
Or it'll be one-armed, or maybe it'll use that as like a boxing glove.
Ooh, that could be cool. Wait. What?
What?
You know what they should call that new Grimm?
What?
Levi. We have Kevin the Dragon and Levi the Leviathan.
Wow.
It works though. Come on, everyone in the comments, like, you feel me, right?
I get what you're saying, but oh boy.
I just can't believe I freaking called.
They
or
actually
you freaking called
it a Leviathan.
We were like, there's gonna be some kind of like ancient Cthulhu tentacle or like Leviathan, like. And look
Godzilla is finally here.
Okay.
Before we
both fights were ended.
Yes, both fights were ended.
Oh, right.
Before we
yes.
get too
Go
far
for it.
into the discussion, because it's going to be amazing. Battle Lines is available for pre-order. My young adult sci-fi novel. Link to the pre-orders in the
description.
comments. Yeah, there's gonna be a pinned comment. But yeah, so check that out because it's pretty awesome. But yeah, both fights were resolved. Adam,
both fights were resolved. Can we go through the Wimpy fight first?
Sure,
like,
sure.
Ruby did a cool thing.
They did. Again. They did. Yeah. So Gordovan.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because Maria calls her Gordo as
right.
Yeah, right. But she's defeated, but in a really cool way because one Ruby did a great gamble and it worked out, and they teased us that it would be resolved by sniper rifle, and it almost was,
and in a way it still was.
Yes. Oh, right. Yeah.
But the thing is that it was a combination of her essentially risking a lot more in order to make it happen and do it herself. But she also utilized
her semblance.
She utilized also her protagonist, main character, Hope Speech's powers.
She did.
To basically be like, hey, I'm going to use persuasion and see if my charisma skills have increased enough to where I can do this. And it actually caused her to stop fighting for a little bit.
Yep. If only it had actually gone the extra step, because they
need this mech now.
They really need this mech, and they really need its cannon. Because the thing is, that Leviathan thing, I'm guessing it's going to get a lot bigger when it gets closer, but it's very far away right now. So if they had,
and that's their advantage.
And that's their advantage. But the thing is, they don't have ranged weapons that could actually defeat it because the cannon is disabled. Right. If they actually had it, like, this is something that I really like, because it's showing the Atlas for all the trouble that it causes, and how Cordovan was actually like in charge here, who knows, but their plans are actually good, because
there's a reason they made that cannon so stupidly large. It's like, it's not an anti-personnel thing. They said it before. No. It's an anti-Grim weapon.
Right. So this
and
thing
it's an
comes
anti-that kind of Grim
right,
weapon.
Exactly. It's okay. Yeah, it'll take it 100 rounds to get here at that walking speed. Cool. We'll be able to get at least like 20 shots out at it, by then. Yeah, let's just blow it to pieces.
Yeah, and they have a radar detection system that would also keep it from actually having any kind of...
weren't...
Yeah. So basically what we have is not the incompetence of Atlas as a military power, but it's the incompetence of the people stationed at Argus specifically.
Yeah, even though...
Probably by Cordovan.
Right, but although let's be real though, there is an aspect of it that is definitely an Atlas failure, because Argus is a very important location.
Very important location.
Why do they have someone like Cordovan
in charge?
Yeah. Like have it personally overseen by Winter. Like that.
No, Winter's an agent. This is something I think they were trying to make clear here, is that
but like
like she's more of a mobile asset. essentially.
Right. But
yeah.
still, it's just like, ugh, yeah. But now they'll have to actually like come together to stop this thing, but it probably won't work. Like,
and I have some theories about that, but let's go back into your thing with Adam and stuff.
They actually killed him.
Actually killed him. You were right.
I was right. Why did we make a slap bet for that?
That's a good point.
but like they because the thing is, that's new territory. They haven't actually had the heroes kill someone before. Like
the main characters.
Right. The main characters, even with the bad guys, like what? Okay, you had Amber, Pyrrha, and
Neo, but Neo was
well, Neo that Neo. So it's really
Neo was killed by Pyrrha.
Wait.
Did I say Neo? I meaning to say Penny.
Yeah, right, exactly. But that was something that was an accidental thing that was orchestrated. But even then, it wasn't. So
yeah, exactly.
But the good guys, the protagonists, have actually killed someone here. Like and
specifically on Team RWBY, yeah.
Right, specifically on Team RWBY, but like it was the kids. It wasn't like Crow, executing someone like he's too dangerous to be left alive or something. Right. It was the kids, and that's huge because like back in Volume 3, they had to do that like disclaimer of like, hey, we know that a lot of young people are watching this series, but it's going to take some darker turns and all that stuff. And
no such thing here. We just go straight into it. What I think is also kind of cool here is we're showing that RWBY's been around for a while. This is something that I think is starting to sink in for a lot of people here. Is it's like, wow, you realize how many years it's been since we saw those character trailers announced?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like the people that started off, even if they were kind of kids watching RWBY then, they're probably like old teens now.
Yep. And one of the things that they did do that circumvents a lot of the morality issues is that it was close. Adam was about to kill Blake.
He was very close to killing Blake, yeah.
And that would not have been good.
No. Also, one of the things that's very dangerous that they showed here was that both Blake and Yang's aura were down.
Right. So, they never showed that for Adam. I thought that was kind of strange.
It was something where I think we blinked and we missed it.
Maybe.
Like it's something that you're right in that we weren't sure. But one of the things that I have to assume in some ways is a mechanic of his semblance is that if he's constantly absorbing things through his sword, it's a question of, wait a minute, why doesn't he do it through his body? And I think that's a limitation of his semblance, actually.
Okay.
And that he needs a tool to do it.
I mean, it's a good mechanic for sure.
And it's not something that they ever need to go into now that he's dead.
Right.
But imagine like the reason why he actually went for the blade was not because it's the fastest way to kill any of them, because I think he's strong enough to where he could have just grabbed one of them and thrown them off the edge.
Sure.
Very, very realistically. But the actual reason why is he needed something that he could channel his aura into. And
there's
and also in some ways, if he gets stabbed, at point blank like that, one of the things that they've rarely shown is aura block a point blank stab wound.
Right. Usually it's a slash. Usually it's just
a slash. It's a glancing blow.
Right. It's really used for just narrative effect, so they can have the tension up whenever they need it, but they don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. So Adam's dead.
Adam's dead. Now there was something that you said about his semblance though that got me thinking.
Yeah. So that's something we've been talking about a bit. Is just that Adam's semblance shows a lot of his personality. Actually.
It does, because there's not just the edge factor of needing to take in everything and redirect it and and all that edgelord stuff.
But
if there's something where he has to use a tool,
he has to manipulate something other than him.
Right.
He has to control something other than him.
Yep.
And then he puts the punishment on that.
Right, exactly. One might say that it's because he can't handle the punishment himself.
But
that's a really cool narrative thing in there, and I wonder, I wonder if that was intentional, because I could totally see it being intentional, and the Kirby just being like, okay, come on, when are people gonna make the connection? And maybe it has been already. I don't know.
Well, I think the main problem was, and this is something that is, I have to laugh a little bit at the RWBY fandom. Not the whole fandom, obviously, but because I'm a part of the RWBY fandom. But people for the longest time thought his semblance was something other than the absorption energy redirect thing.
Right. Well, because I don't think we've ever seen a semblance that requires an item.
Right. And this is the part that makes it kind of funny, is that I am totally for the idea that they weren't sure of whether or not it actually required an item. And then they go, okay, that might not be a semblance, but that doesn't mean that that's the sword's capabilities.
Sure.
And
well,
that was the connection a lot of people made, a lot of people, and that the weapon, I never went into that category.
It still could have been, but yeah, it's unlikely.
And he stole it from Atlas or something.
Well,
this is my sword of heroes.
No, because here's what it really is. His real semblance is being able to see. Because he had that blindfold on, and that didn't make sense.
I have no issues with people's physical capabilities being put into question, because
it's
this
RWBY.
This is anime. I mean, I'm sorry. I know some people are going to take issue with that statement, but we have people jumping around, physics be damned, all that stuff. So I don't care about people's, other stuff like that. If you have the powers that are actually outside the realm of reality, that's the semblance. That's the semblance. Sure. The absorption energy redirect thing, that's what you use for token 2-bit villains that you want to seem threatening.
Exactly. But he's gone now.
But he's gone.
He's dead. Because here's the thing. They could theoretically bring him back.
And if they did, I would be extremely upset.
The only way I would be satisfied is if they brought him back as a cripple. Because he should not, this should be something that he should never recover from. Because he got stabbed twice, and then he fell a long way, slammed against the side of the cliff, we heard crunch, and then he went into the water. He should at the very least drown there, and if somehow through his edge powers he gets out, he should be in a wheelchair the rest of his life.
Here's where we give him the best possible chance of survival. He falls. Right. He's alive.
Yeah.
On the way down, he hits the rock and gets knocked unconscious. Because he gets knocked unconscious, he doesn't panic when he's under the water trying to breathe, and he doesn't gulp in water and drown and stuff. Then what happens is the waterfall pushes him really quickly down the current out towards the edge of the water, and then he's lying there bleeding out, and someone comes and helps him. Sure. That is literally the only way he lives. If he broke his back, if he broke, if he had his lungs punctured,
all of those,
any of those things happened. He's dead.
Well, and here's the other thing that I think just makes this even more perfect, because falling into water, that's okay, they got away, right? Even if they've been stabbed twice, usually in storytelling that just ends up happening.
Yeah, it's kind of lazy.
But this is water at a cliffside.
Yep.
That water was probably deep, which I guess wouldn't have helped with the fall, but it would have made it much easier to drown. And two, it doesn't look like there would be a shore for him to wash up on anywhere nearby.
No, if anything, he would have been swirled underneath by the force of the waterfall, and then he would have been pushed eventually away from the waterfall. But it would have taken actual effort for him to come back up to the surface.
Yeah, he's
dead.
Gone.
He's dead.
Gone. And it's okay. And one
CSI SOS checks out. Adam is super dead. Yep. All right, moving on.
One of the things that I love about this is that no one necessarily knows about it other than Blake and Yang, and because of course they're alone.
True.
But the idea that there's this grim attack now, they'll have more important things to worry about than saying, "Hey, there was this crazy fight with Adam. Adam showed up, but we killed him. It's all good now. We bonded over killing the ex-boyfriend, and now we've put all that behind us.
We're
right?
like this now."
New chapter,
but that's actually
right?
a great point, Jacob.
But
that's a great point.
They probably won't. I would love to see it if at some point in Volume 7, right?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, by the way,
What was that issue with the tower?
What was that issue with the tower? Oh, yeah, it was
tower.
Adam, and we killed him. It's all good
tower,
now, And it's like, oh, okay, and it's just completely the most poetically fitting ending for Adam, where no one he doesn't get to go down in a blaze of glory.
Not like Roman Torchwick. Or
exactly.
Something.
Yeah. No. It's just gone. Yeah.
It is kind of funny because I like how, rest in peace Bumblebee, the bike, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's
also,
how he gets out.
Yeah, it did land in the water, if I remember correctly. But, it's gone. And then Adam as well. And then we have, I would say, a perfect chapter opening and closing, or closing and opening of the whole Bumblebee arc thing. Because one of the things that was always, I would say, always ambiguous with regards to the way the story presented itself was you could definitely make a case for Blake and Yang's relationship being, mostly platonic, like up until this point here. Like not up until this point, like specifically, but like up until this volume. Okay. But one of the things that's really cool is that if you actually look at the volume 3 ending and the whole thing of Blake leaving, like Yang especially takes it very, very hard. And that's something I feel like we need to look back on and realize that this promise was made because Blake understands what it was like for Yang at the end of Volume 3.
Yeah.
And now that they've resolved this, they've literally resolved, like, there's a finality to the resolution of this whole Adam influence in their lives.
Sure. Yep.
And they can move on. They can move on together.
Start together, yeah.
And there's going to be some really cool conversations that they'll have, probably in a future volume. I wouldn't get impatient, Bumblebee shippers.
Right. Because
I would say that we are now in really good waters as far as their whole relationship goes. And it's just a thing of where we haven't had Ren and Nora, style foundation upon this yet.
Exactly.
We need them to start building that. And the cool thing though, guys, like I'm sorry, my last thing here is that this is something where the writers actually have to build it. And like there's stuff there. There's stuff there. I'm not denying that there's stuff there, but they have to actually write more of it. Because that's something that as writers go, it's not easy to write good relationships. It's easy to just have like Ren and Nora. No shots fired against Ren and Nora, but just to have them say things like, "Come back here with my man." Right. It's cathartic. It feels good, but there's no actual like delving into the dynamics of their relationship. Yeah. It's really one note.
And quite frankly, this may sound strange, but I'm glad that they didn't do any like. They didn't have them kiss at this point or anything like that because
it was way more intimate for them to hold each other and cry anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
and because
I'm totally with you.
the canonization of Bumblebee as a romantic ship, that can come later, and it will come later. But right now they have solidified their relationship before they go on to
the relationship. Yeah, exactly.
So, I want to say thank you, Ruby, for doing that because I could have seen them, like, especially if, like, say, Ilya hadn't been in the story, wanting to speed that up for the purposes of, like, representation. But they didn't do that, and they're going to do it right. They're going to make sure that everyone ships Bumblebee, so that way, when the kiss finally happens, right, there is mass cheering.
Ren and Nora haven't even kissed, though.
Oh. That's a good point.
I wouldn't even be looking forward to a kiss here. Good guys. I really think I don't know if I'm even the right person to say this kind of thing because one, I didn't even really ship like anyone really ever like back in the beginning and stuff like that. I kind of shipped Arcos after that Volume 2 scene, but even Ren and Nora snuck up on me as well. So. Specifically with this, like, there are so many ways you can do the actual relationship thing with good writing that doesn't go into, like, actual, like, PDA or anything like that. And I think that they totally can do that, and they probably will eventually. But, like, let's remember, we still haven't had an actual, like, Renora, like, good scene specifically with them post their Volume 4 kind of hand-holding relationship.
Right, exactly.
That's basically, in a lot of ways, for RWBY as a show, it seems like that's a relationship now.
hand holding.
Hand holding. So
Pixelated.
rude. Oh no.
Yeah.
So hey, in my opinion, they're all canon right now. Like it's just a thing of like how will they write it going forward?
Right.
And I think that they'll actually give more effort to Bumblebee with regards to writing going forward because it needs it more than say an already canon ship like Renora.
Right, because especially with how things have gone so far, because Bumblebee has been put through the ringer, right? But now they're to new territory, right? Adam's dead and gone. Right?
Volume 6 happened.
Right, exactly.
That was amazing.
So now it's kind of all chatter from here. Like they don't have to worry about the drama and the all the stuff and the doubting each other and everything.
Yeah.
Now they can just have good character interactions.
Yeah,
and more like the stuff in Volume 2.
If anything, we get to see if Ruby and Weiss, like in the early episode, I think it was like the very first episode on the train and stuff, they can like pop in frame and stuff and give little dorky smiles because they ship it. I mean, they totally ship it. So there's that. Big thing coming in for the finale. Big grim thing.
Yeah.
So I want to say I don't remember
something metaphorical. That's right.
I don't know which one of us said specifically the word Leviathan. It was either you or me.
I mean, we were both like, if
we were on the same page.
Yeah, we were on the same page. So whoever said it first, the other person would have said it like, eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my God, like this is happening. We
Argus is screwed.
There are a couple things I just want to maybe give props to for the volume as a whole. They foreshadowed Adam stalking them in a way that I actually really liked. Do you remember the Argus train?
Oh yeah, that was
the
awesome.
whole Tweedledee and Tweedledum leaving the back hatch open.
Oh yeah,
and then Adam ends up on one of the back cars of the train when when Blake goes to cut the cables, and he's right there with the hood on and stuff, and it's like, okay, that was actually because of that. Then you have this whole thing with Argus of them saying that like, it's protection against a deep sea grim and stuff like that. It's like,
right.
I saw what you did there, Kirby, and we called it. We called it plenty early.
But so there's only one episode left. So
only one episode though. That's the thing.
I don't see them winning.
I don't either.
And okay, this is Volume 6. 3 volumes after Volume 3. And now Argus is not Beacon, but they did do a lot to make us care about Argus as a city and a place, so that when it's all on fire, we'll be like, oh no, we can actually tell the difference because we've seen it a bunch before.
And we did say that if you want to have Argus be destroyed, this would be the perfect way to do it. Throw characters, side characters, tertiary characters in there that we care about, and have this whole thing be about them needing to be saved, because then it's not about this location with nameless, faceless people in there that we don't care about. There are actual people like Jean's sister and wife and
Pyrrha's
family and Pyrrha's family.
Like
even the Pyrrha statue. Like, we don't want to see Grimm landing on the Pyrrha statue and screaming. That's gonna happen.
Suddenly,
by the way.
a bunch of silverware just come flying out of
a bunch of silverware.
Wait,
are you saying that Pyrrha's family had a hereditary semblance and the mother also?
Well, okay, that would be great. No, but I was just saying, like, what if they put like a massive electromagnet inside the statue?
That
makes no sense. I know.
That just angers me in so many irrational ways. So many ways.
But like, because now we have stakes. Because the thing is that
very juicy stakes.
Because even in the fight with Adam, and in the fight with Adam, they did a really good job with this, actually, of making it feel dangerous and scary, right?
Because he was competent.
Finally. And even though, like, because at the end of the last episode, we're like, okay, the danger's past, Adam blew his load, nothing happened, right?
Right.
It wasn't very effective. But he was still terrifying.
He was still really competent. And really
exactly.
Fast,
there was real danger there, and but the thing is that even then we still know Blake's not gonna die. Yang's not gonna die. Like that's why Yang losing her arm was such a big deal, because it's like, she's not dead, so they were able to kind of, kill off the old Yang in a way.
Yeah.
Right? But not actually kill Yang, right?
Yep.
But the thing is that with these other characters, with Jean's sister and her family and Pyrrha's family, they can kill them.
They can be on the chopping block.
And they cannot kill them.
Right.
Like
we
they
don't,
better
we don't
not.
want them
like,
to.
Like
this is perfect.
Yeah.
You know what's also great about this? We've had this whole thing with the whole kind of Atlas and having its borders protected and stuff like that. And then we have Cordovan being like, oh no, the might of Atlas and all that. Now Atlas is going to lose its only external outpost from Solitas. The I know my RWBY lore. The I think it. I think I do. The point is
Atlas
that
is going to be seriously impaired.
Right. What's cool though is that Team RWBY has specifically been foreshadowed by, I believe it was Terra, saying like, or no, I think it was John's sister saying like, there's other missions you can do here in Argus. You can help the people here. Basically being like, you're going to probably in the future have to help these people. And I think what it'll be is they have to help them all escape to Atlas.
Exactly. It's going to be this massive like, okay, refugees, let's go. And that's how they'll get to Atlas.
That's how they'll win by going to Atlas.
Yeah, it'll be a victory that's still a loss.
Guess who's going to be hiding amongst the refugees? You're going to have freaking Cinder and Neo.
And then Tyrion and Watts.
Okay, Tyrion and Watts, I don't think they necessarily have to.
Right.
They could have like...
They could already be there. Like,
that would be the greatest thing, is that they all arrive, and guess who approves their entry? Watts is like, no, we must think about the citizens of Atlas.
Right, yeah, exactly.
They could have important information about the encounter with the Grimm.
And then he just has this, like, this like, what, I don't know, like, hooded bodyguard, or something like that. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Tyrion kind of has his face, I would say, a little bit more public, probably in the negative sense.
Because the thing that could be absolutely amazing about Volume 7 is that they could really go into the intrigue, because they haven't seen Team RWBY and Team Juniper and Crow. They haven't seen Watts before, at least as far as we know. Probably not. But Tyrion they have seen before. So they, assuming Tyrion goes to Atlas as well, they need to be careful with that, because if they see him and Watts together, the jig's up, right?
Yep.
But barring that, they have a lot of leeway, and
a lot of leeway. Yeah,
I've said that miscommunication humor is one of my favorite things, but also miscommunication, not miscommunication, characters not knowing certain things that the audience knows.
Yeah,
that can make amazing
incredible tension.
Yeah.
And Jacob and I have been predicting and waiting for the Intrigue Atlas arc, where they go into the secrets of the Schnee Dust Company.
And they realize there's a secret army of Penny 2.0s.
Yep. Very much Red versus Blue, Tex. All that kind of thing. They're totally going to do it, guys.
How can they not?
How can
Penny
they not?
was a prototype. She was a prototype.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. So all that notwithstanding, what's going to be crazy here is the battle for Argus. I think is going to be a losing one, because their lethal weapon that the protagonists have is Ruby's silver eyes.
Right.
And what I think will end up being found out here is that her eyes have a range limit, at least in terms of effectiveness.
Yeah, it's like a little glow lamp. They gotta.
Right. And maybe it also needs to be funneled. It needs to have,
it drains.
It shines brightest in the dark, things like that.
Well, okay. Speaking of which,
yeah.
What if it was sort of a Boromir Horn of Gondor effect, where she uses it and it's effective, maybe not against the big one, but but it's very helpful in like killing the little ones, but then she becomes a target.
What do you mean? But
because then basically like a bunch more Grimm could like go to try and kill her, or or whatever.
Oh, so what you're saying is that it's not that it's ineffective, it's that once she uses it, all the other Grimm then realize, protect the big one, we need to
kill that thing.
And it doesn't matter how good her silver eyes are if she's being attacked by 50 chimera flying Grimm, whatever. It's I think there's something there. The main thing is I really don't want silver eyes, I'm a fire in my laser, blah, just kind of to solve all the problems here.
Right.
And also I really don't want there to be a thing where it's easy to get close to this thing.
Oh, sure.
The Leviathan, because one of the things that, again, I've been really good with my theories so far in Volume 6. I'm going to call this one here right now.
Okay.
This Leviathan has a breath attack. I'm just gonna say
Godzilla.
I'm just gonna say, like,
Okay.
if this Godzilla just gonna goes and just swings its hand, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, hey, they could do that and do it well. They just need to make it like slow and like lumbering, and then when it actually does swing, it just obliterates whatever's there.
I'm totally for that as well, and I would love some kind of sonic roar, whatever kind of thing. But no, I want a full, legit breath attack. I want them to think, okay, all we need to do is take Ruby on the ship, get her close, and have her.
We'll be fine. Yeah. While the mech's keeping it distracted in like a fist fight or something like that.
Right. But remember what Maria Calavera said. When you're wanting to use your shoot lasers for my eyeballs all that. Think about saving the people of Remnant. Think about saving others.
Right.
What's more important here in this encounter? Saving all the people of Argus?
Right.
Or being a badass and going out there and
shooting lasers,
taking a chance at being able to shoot this monster down with lasers from your eyeballs.
Right.
I think that it's a real hard toss-up in some ways, but I think Ruby will realize that once she fails the first time. What'll happen is she'll try it, and the breath attack will take down the ship. And they'll be like, no, we have to do this. And they'll be like, no, look at this thing. It's so slow. We can move the people into such a way that we can get out of here in time before it comes and actually destroys Argus.
Okay.
And my guess is that Grimm is completely under the express control of Salem to attack specific things. And I'm guessing it's the radar tower, the Argus base.
Right.
And then there's going to be a land invasion. And I think what it's really going to be is that there's going to be a pincer, and they'll actually find it that it's easier to get around this thing by like airship and what have you with rescuing people, and that's going to be their main priority.
Cool. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I am also worried about people in the team playing the hero too much. I don't think anyone's gonna die here to some random Grimm.
Well, Jean's definitely gonna try and save as many people as he can, because he has two different families that he's gonna want to protect.
Yes.
So
yes,
and I really hope that we get to see more of Pyrrha's family.
I think that's the thing. Really cool. I think everyone's gonna get put on airships together. We're all going to Atlas. It's gonna be interesting, but I don't think we're going to lose too many people. The one person who I actually think might end up not going with them, though, is Crow. And this is part of the thing that I find to be kind of sad.
No,
and
I could definitely see that
here.
though. Yep.
Here's the thing about Crow this volume. Crow was put through the ringer as well.
Yep.
He is the one person in this whole group that has spent basically the majority of his life serving Ozpin. Now, obviously, Ozpin is the one that feels the brunt of the episode 3 effect.
Right.
Because it was him.
Yeah.
But Crow, this is different. Crow might have been like Ruby at one point, a long, long time ago. But we've seen what he's become now. He's kind of the cynical, drunk guy. But the thing is, he was still fighting. This is Crow, basically having given up.
Yeah.
Him seeing Ruby all this time, though, was important because in order for Ruby to step up, Crow needed to step back. And now, as Ruby steps up, Crow's going to step up. And the best way I think he would step up here, unfortunately, is to actually leave the group. Because I think his bad luck charm might be a bit much to the actual refugees and stuff like that, and could cause problems. So what he's going to do is I think he's going to draw a huge chunk of Grimm away. I don't think he's going to die, but I think this is a goodbye for now for Crow.
And they can really...
And he can catch up with them as a Crow. There's no way they can keep him from getting out of Atlas.
Or getting to Atlas.
Sorry, getting into Atlas. Thank you, yes.
Because it's oh boy.
Oh, no.
What are you going to do? You have an entire...
How would a radar detect a little Crow? Just... Sir, there's something on the No, sorry, it's just a crow.
It's just a bird. Yeah. It's just a crow, and Winter's like, wait, what?
Nani? Red laser eyes. Shoot it down. Yeah. It's like the Star Destroyer gunners in episode 4 of Star Wars, when they're like,
shoot the X-wings.
No, shooting the escape pod. He's like, the escape pod, sir. Oh, hold your fire. There's no life forms aboard.
Right.
I always love that someone's like, and you're like, chickens? I need to see you in my office. It's like, worth it.
Yeah. There totally could have been like something terrible on there.
There could have been droids, Who knows?
They could have just stowed the plans on there, but yeah. But back to RWBY.
How it should have ended.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So
this is gonna be crazy.
We have a lead into a finale.
Yep. And it doesn't look good.
Look good.
Yeah.
I like how it's also a callback to the new Grimm that were introduced in the first episode of this volume.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. The Manticore. Yeah.
But specifically like the fact that they have a whole like colony of these flying Grimm, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is something that I've always wondered: are Grimm different based on region? Like, would you have a different type of Grimm in Vacuo that they have to deal with?
I mean, that would be
sand
awesome.
affluent Grimm,
Some sort of... Oh, wait, no, we've already seen Scorpion Grimm. Dang it.
No, but that's the thing. That could be where the majority of the, the Scorpion Grimm are,
Sure. The Death Stalkers?
The Death Stalkers, yeah, thank you. And, or, like, maybe more, like, King Taijitus or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Bring back those old Grimm models, yeah.
Yeah.
Port them over.
No, they've already done the majority of that. I mean,
right,
Beowulfs,
Exactly.
So, guys, this is a good
quite an
second
episode.
to last penultimate episode.
Yep.
Thank you, RWBY, for doing this show. Like,
the fight was awesome. Like the fight was really Adam and good. Yang and Blake. The choreography was quite impressive.
Like, I'm seriously impressed with Volume 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seriously impressed with Volume 6. And it's something where I didn't really realize a lot of the problems of, Volume 5 when I was first watching it and stuff, and things like that. And looking
hindsight
back...
is 2020.
Hindsight is 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it definitely wasn't, like,
the best.
The best ones. But if anything, it was more of a thing of, like, I can see where they're improving from Volume 4... And, there was things I actually really liked about Volume 4. Like, I think Weiss was amazing in Volume 4.
Yes.
In Volume 6, I'm excited for RWBY. Like, not just RWBY as a character, but I'm excited for RWBY as a show.
Yeah,
Like, there's this new level of just, I don't know, energy around it that you really feel like the level of passion being put into it feels reminiscent of old school RWBY.
Remnant isn't.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
But y'all, this is a good show.
Yes,
Thank you so much
is.
for watching the reaction and discussion and all this stuff and hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to leave a comment with your thoughts of the episode in the
down there.
Doobly-doo.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to see our timer-based reaction to the next episode's bit, we put that up around 24 hours after the this episode goes public on YouTube. So check that out, link in the description below for our Patreon. If you give any level of support to our Patreon, you also get access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories, RWBY episodes as they come out, theories for stuff in general, or just whatever. Anything that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.